What if someone told you that the world you know was never truly free, and that you exist only because a shattered crown once allowed it? On that night, when the horizon split with a silent flash of lightning, the wind seemed to flee from itself, as if it already knew what was about to happen. In a forgotten village on the edge of the kingdom of Ilmara, a child was born. The sky did not cry for him, it trembled. Torches went out, fires died, and birds fell from their nests without reason. His cry was not loud, yet its echo traveled beyond the mountains. His mother named him Niraf, unaware that this name had been carved centuries ago onto a forbidden stone in the heart of the Black Desert. Niraf grew up feeling constantly watched. He did not see the world as others did. He saw the invisible threads pulling events toward their destinies. When people laughed, he heard the echo of coming sorrow. When silence fell, he knew a catastrophe was being born. At 12, he touched his shadow, and it pulled away from him. At 15, his reflection spoke his name in a voice that was not his own. And on his 17th night, the visitor arrived. The man appeared from nothingness, a black cloak that reflected no light, and a face like an unfinished thought. He did not knock, did not enter. He was simply there. In a voice like breaking glass, he said, "You are late, heir of Will." Niraf did not understand, but his heart did, before his mind ever could. The man told him of the 7 crowns, of kings who were no longer human, and of a world ruled by powers that did not see mercy as strength, but as error. 6 crowns ruled all things: time, which waits for no one; fire, which purifies and destroys; mind, which controls unseen; life, which gives only to take; death, which never misses; truth, which kills those who stare at it too long. But the 7th crown was forbidden, for it granted no power, only choice. Every war you see, every tragedy, every drop of blood, the man said, exists because will was imprisoned. That same night, Niraf's home burned without flame, and his mother vanished as if she had never existed. He was given no time to grieve, because the world does not wait for those who seek to understand it. His journey began. He crossed forests that whispered the names of the dead, fought a faceless creature that fed on regret. Each wound he dealt, it stole a memory from his childhood. He saved a city drowned in endless sleep, but to awaken it, he paid a price, forgetting the first love he had ever felt. A one-eyed woman saved him from a poisoned arrow, then sold him in the market for a promise of eternal life. With every step, his heart grew heavier, not with sorrow, but with power. In the Black Desert, where shadows fall in no single direction, he stood before the gate of souls. It opened only when he spoke his true name, a name he could no longer remember. There, he lost the last thing tying him to the human he once was. When he reached the forgotten throne, he was not alone. The kings of the 6 crowns awaited him, their bodies no longer human, their eyes seeing the future as clearly as the past. They did not rise. They did not threaten. They were certain. The King of Time said, "Every path you walked was calculated." The King of Truth said, "Even your rebellion was part of the system." They placed the 7th crown before him. It did not shine. It was simple, cracked, as though it had been made to be broken. "Wear it," they said, "and you will rule without resistance. You will see every possibility and choose the best one." When Niraf reached for it, he saw everything. He saw himself as a god. He saw a world without wars, but without dreams. Humans alive, but without desire. Then he saw one single outcome: a world that suffered, failed, and fell, yet chose. He stepped back. In a silence the universe had never known, he lifted the crown and slammed it against the ground. It shattered. The kings did not scream. They did not rage. They vanished as if they had only been an old idea whose time had passed. The other crowns fell. Time stopped for a single breath, then moved again, without commands. The world returned imperfect, but honest. As for Niraf, he faded. He neither died nor lived. But from that day on, whenever a human stands before a cruel fate and says, "No," the wind whispers a name long forgotten, and the world, if only for a moment, remembers what it means to choose.